The following game is being played with History Maker Baseball Express, a product of Play Games LLC, copyright 2022, all rights reserved. If you would like to order a copy of History Maker Baseball Express, or if you would like to check out the other products offered from Play Games, please click on the link provided in the description box below.
Welcome to the channel as we get set for Game 3 of this best of 5 game set between the 1927 Yankees and the 1961 Philadelphia Phillies. We are at Shibe Park for Game 3 of this best of 5 game set, and your pitching matchup is as follows. Art Mahaffey will go for the 1961 Phils, and opposing him will be Herb Pennock going for the 1927 Yankees. Your situation is such. The series is tied at 1 game apiece. Whoever wins this game will push the other team to the brink of elimination. So with that being said, lineups have been exchanged at home plate, and Art Mahaffey is ready along with Lou Gehrig is also ready, and let's get to it from Shibe Park in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. 256. Is Mahaffey a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Lou Gehrig a sad sack batter? No, he is not. So that is going to be a men on base result, -1 for the black die if flash. And Art Mahaffey does have semi-flash. However, the decider die says he does not. So that is going to put the runner on at second with a leadoff single and a stolen base for Lou Gehrig. Here's Bob Musial to bat off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice as such, of 56. Patient batter draws the walk. Bob Musial is not a patient batter, so that is going to be a contact result of 4. It reads, is Musial a champion or hero batter? He is a semi-champion. The decider die reads that he is not a champion, so that is going to be a ground out to end the top half of the first here at Shibe Park, as the 1927 Yankees go by the wayside, and here out comes the 1961 Phillies in their half of the first inning. Choo Choo Coleman will be the batter here to lead things off for the 1961 Philadelphia Phillies. 356. Is Pennock a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Coleman a champion batter? No, he is not. So that is going to be a no runs result with a chance of a solo home run, and no home run king or slugger qualities are printed on Choo Choo's card. So that is going to be a no runs result of 3 to end the first inning here at Shibe Park. And the score, as you can see, is one big fat goose egg all the way around. We head to the second, and Art Mahaffey will go up against Tony Lazzeri. 246. Is Mahaffey a star pitcher? No. Is Lazzeri a champion batter? He is not. He is a semi-champion. The decider die says he is a champion. That's going to be a men on base result with a base running adjustment, and Tony Lazzeri is a semi-active runner, and he is active. So this black die 2 will be reduced to a black die, or excuse me, will be increased to a black die 3. And we're going to put the runners on at first and second just to play it safe with a back-to-back singles for Tony Lazzeri. Here's Julie Wera to bat off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 26. Home run king hits home run. Julie Wera is not a home run king, so therefore it's going to be a contact result of a champion check, and Julie Wera does not have champion, so that is going to be a pop out to keep this game scoreless heading into the bottom half of the second. Excuse me. Here at Shibe Park. Here's Ruben Amaro to lead off the bottom half of the second. The 1-2-3. Is Pennock a workman or struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Amaro a champion batter? No, he is not. So that is going to be a no runs result of 3 blank to end the second inning here at Shibe Park. And your score is still one big fat goose egg in the run column. We head to the third, and Pat Collins will be the batter. 2-4-6. Is Mahaffey a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Pat Collins a champion batter? No, he is not. That is going to be a no runs result. However, there's a possibility for a solo home run, and unfortunately, the black die is not a 6, and the decider die ends up on blank for a no runs result of 6 blank to end the top half of the third. And we head now to the 4th inning here at Shibe Park with one big fat goose egg on both sides. Three, 4, 5. Is Pennock a star pitcher? He is, and that's going to be a 3 blank to end the bottom half of the third. And we are cruising right along as both starters are pitching such a great ball game here. One of these offenses has to click for their pitcher. And let's see if Earl Combs can do it as he steps up to the plate for the first time in this series. 2-3-3. Is Mahaffey an ace pitcher? No. Is Earl Combs a champion batter? He is a semi-champion. However, the decider die says he is not. So therefore, it's going to be a no runs result of 3 to end the top half of the fourth. And we go to the bottom half of the fourth with no score. And Johnny Callison will be the batter against Herb Pennock. 3-4-5. Is Pennock a star pitcher? You bet he is. That is going to be a no runs result of 4 to end the 4th inning. And we play through 4 innings of ball as we head to the 5th, scoreless. One of these offenses has to get clicking here. So far, it has been the pitching up to this point. One of these starters has to blink. Who will it be? 3-3-4. Is Mahaffey a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Koenig a utility batter? He is not. So that is going to be a men on base result with a black die, -1 for the black die of control. Art Mahaffey does have semi-control. However, the decider die says no, he does not have control. So that is going to end up being a runners at the corners, men on base result. And it looks like it will be seeing the multiple runners on base with a 3 for first and third It'll be a hit by pitch in one appearance and a hit and run single in the second appearance. Here's the Bambino, Babe Ruth, and he can bust this game wide open for the 1927 Yankees. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 22. Batting at home? No, he is not batting at home. So that is going to be a flyout to end the fifth inning. And Art Mahaffey is through 5 innings of shutout baseball as we march to the bottom half of the fifth. And let's see if Herb Pennock can do the same, as a little monkey see, monkey do action is going on with the pitching staff. Here's Tony Gonzalez to lead things off for the Phils. 116. Is Pennock a struggler pitcher? No, he is not. Is Gonzalez a utility batter? He is not. That is going to be an RBI question mark result. However, the decider die says no RBI, and it will end up being a no runs result of 6 blank to end the fifth. And both starters are through 5 innings of shutout baseball here in game 3. I wonder which one of these two pitchers will blink to have their to blink first. But who knows? Let's see. Art Mahaffey is up facing Lou Gehrig off of the main chart here in the top half of the 6th. 225. Is Mahaffey an ace pitcher? He's pitching like one, but he is not. Lou Gehrig, is he is he a hero batter? No, he is not. That is going to be a no runs result of a 2 blank. And Art Mahaffey is through 6 innings of shutout baseball. And Pancho Herrera be the hero to make Herb Pennock blink in this little monkey see, monkey do game here between Pennock and Mahaffey here in game 3 of this best of 5 game series for series number 16. 346. Is the pitcher not fresh? Well, again, we're in the semi-fresh innings, and again, I play it as 3 full fresh and 3 semi-fresh. Since if Herb Pennock allows a run here, he is not going to be fresh for the 7th, 8th, and 9th innings. But in this case, he is still fresh. Is Pancho Herrera a hero batter? No, he is not. Therefore, it's going to be a no runs result with a chance for a solo home run. Unfortunately, Pancho Herrera has semi-slugger, but the black die shows a 3 and not a 6. So it's going to be a 6 dot to end the 6th inning here at Shibe Park. And both of these starters are through 6 innings of shutout baseball. Oh, buckle up, folks, as we head to the top half of the 7th here at Shibe Park. And Art Mahaffey is up now facing Bob Musial up at the plate. 125. Is Mahaffey not fresh? Well, again, he retains a semi-freshness as he is pitching a shutout. So he is still fresh. Is Musial a champion batter? He is a semi-champion. The decider die says he is not. So that is going to be a no-runs result of 2 dots. And for the first time in this project, we head to the stretch with a scoreless tie. Whew, man, that's the way the cookie crumbles, huh? Or that's the way the dice has been rolled so far in this game. We head to the bottom half of the 7th as these fine patrons have stretched out their legs here at Shibe Park. And we are set to go here in the bottom half of the 7th. And Wes Covington will be the batter against Herb Pennock. .135. Is Pennock an ace pitcher? He is not. Is Covington a champion batter? He is not. So therefore, it's going to be a no-runs result of 3 dots, and both starters are through 7 innings of shutout baseball. Whatever you do, I do better. I could do better than you, is what they're telling each other. So we head to the top half of the eighth, and who is going to score the game's first run of this game three? Important of this important game in this series, as Tony Lazzeri will step up to the plate against Art Mahaffey. 3-4-5. Is Mahaffey a star pitcher? No, he is not. Is Lazzeri a sad sack batter? He is not. So that is going to be a men on base result, -1 for the black die of flash of control. Well, we will keep the decider die that was rolled for flash, so he does have flash. So Mahaffey does have flash, but what about control? He does. So this black die 3 that you see on screen will be reduced to a black die 1, and it will be a 1 and a 5. It will be a leadoff walk. And already the manager is looking over his bullpen, and right now he is seeing no work that's going on down there in deep left, in deep left and deep left center. So the bullpens are still waiting to hear the phone ring, to hear one of their pitchers' names get called to get warmed up, as Julie Wera will step up to the plate here in the top half of the eighth, off of the men on base chart. 1-3, reading the black and blue die of 35. Control pitcher gets the ground out. Oh, when Art Mahaffey has semi-control, that is going to be the decider die says no, he does not have control. That is going to be a walk for Julie Wera, and the first two men are on. And we do see some action going out there as the manager of the 1961 Phils heads out to the mound to talk with his starter to buy some time for those pitchers to start to warm up, as we may see our first crack at this game here in the eighth inning. Can we see it happen? Here's Pat Collins off of the men on base chart. 13, fresh relief pitcher gets the pop out, and again he retains his freshness quality. And unbelievable, Art Mahaffey is semi-fresh. However, the decider die says he is not. So that is going to be a double, and 2 runs will score. And there you have it, folks. The first 2 runs of the game come off the bat of Pat Collins. Oh man, as the 1927 Yankees lead this game 2-0 here in the top half of the eighth. Oh man, and now that Yankee Ken is going, as the manager goes over to shake Herb Pennock's. Actually, no, he may not shake his hand yet, but we have got to see how far this lead will stick, and maybe he may send it back out there here in the bottom half of the eighth. So Earl Combs is up. We'll keep the starter in just to see if he can get him out of the inning. And Earl Combs will step up to the plate. 35. Control pitcher gets the ground out. Art Mahaffey has semi-control, and the decider die says he does not have control, so therefore it's going to be a walk. And the 1927 Yankees are pouring it on. Base runnings nonetheless. Here at Shibe Park. Oh man. And let's see, first off, if the pitchers are ready out in that pen for a pitching change. They are. Is the manager going to go get Art Mahaffey? He will get Art Mahaffey, and therefore we will take our first time out of this ball game. We will be right back after this quick timeout. Welcome back to Shibe Park as we get set to resume this top half of the eighth inning. And the new pitcher for the 1961 Phils will be Don Ferraresi. I think that's how you pronounce it. Will be the new pitcher for the 1961 Philadelphia Phillies. And Mark Koenig will be the new batter to bat off of the main chart. Two, four, four. Is Ferraresi an ace pitcher? No, he is not. Is Koenig a utility batter? No, he is not. That is going to score both runs, and those two runs are going to go towards Art Mahaffey as the 1927 Yankees now lead this game 4-0. And it will be a men on base result, -1 for black die if control. Don Ferraris, or whatever, does not have control. It's tough saying these last names, geez. Does not have control. So that is going to put the runners on at the corners. And we have ourselves 2 hits to be collected by, yes, 2 hits collected by Mark Koenig. A 4, which would be a double, and a 6 is a home run. So add on another run for the 1927 Yankees as they now lead this game 5-0 after 7 innings of shutout baseball. The Yanks manager will put some guys in the pen just in case if Herb Pennock falters in the bottom half of the 8th inning. And here's Babe Ruth to resume batting off of the men on base chart. Black and blue dice is such of a 24. Gold fielder makes the out. Charlie Smith is not a gold fielder, so that is going to be an error. And that's going to score a run as the runners will advance a base. And Babe Ruth will get an E5 and an RBI on the score sheet for the 1927 Yankees as they now lead 6-0. A 6-run inning here in the top half of the 8th. And here is Lou Gehrig, the Iron Horse, the bat off of the men on base chart. 24. Gold fielder makes the out. Oh, and again, Choo-Choo Coleman is not a gold fielder, so that's going to be another error, and that's going to load up the bases. E2. And the Phillies are going to have to calm down Don Ferraris, I think that's how you pronounce it. Calm him down as they cannot go to their pen. And again, they have already went to it in this game. So Bob Musial will lead off will now resume batting on the men on base chart for the 1927 Yankees, with them leading 6-0 here in the top half of the 8th. 16. Good eye rolls again. Unfortunately, Bob Musial does not have a good eye, so it's going to be ending up being a strikeout, and that's going to do it for the top half of the 8th. So the first runs, I should say, count them, 6 runs have been scored here in the 8th inning, as the score is now 6-0 in favor of the 1927 New York Yankees. And here we go to the bottom half of the 8th, and Herb Pennock will get things started. 2-4-5 on Ruben Amaro. Is Pennock a struggler pitcher? No. Is Amaro a sad sack batter? No. So that is going to be a men on base result, -1 for black die if flash or control. Herb Pennock does have control, so immediately they're going to pressure Herb Pennock to keep this game, to keep them, the 1961 Phillies, from scoring, as Ruben Amaro is going to collect a 3 and a 5. It will be a double and an official scores decision. So it will be a triple for Ruben Amaro. And that will bring up Tony Taylor, the second baseman, here for the 1961 Phils off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 36. Active batter gets runners advance, 2 bases, single, and a stolen base. Tony Taylor is not an active runner, so it's going to be a contact result of 3. And it asks, is Taylor either a sad sack or utility batter? He is not, and there goes the shutout, folks, as your score here in the bottom half of the 8th is a 6-1 lead, and that is probably going to be all she wrote for Herb Pennock in this game as he goes to the dugout, shaking the manager of the 1927 Yankees hand, and it's going to end up being an error on the on the center fielder for the RBI. We head to the top half of the 9th with the score 1927 Yankees 6 and the 1961 Phillies 1. Here's Tony Lazzeri. Get things started in the top half of the 9th. 2-4-4. Is Don Parisi an ace pitcher? No, he is not. Is Tony Lazzeri a utility batter? No, he is not. That is going to be a men on base result, -1 for black die of control. Therefore, it is going to end up being Don Parisi does not have control, so it's going to end up being a men on base 4, putting the runners at the corners. And to the Philly fans, they're saying, oh crap, here we go again. It will be multiple runners on base with a 2, and it will be a walk and a stolen base in one appearance and a single in the other appearance. Here's Julie Wera to bat off of the men on base chart. Reading the black and blue dice of a 66. Scrapper hits single. Oh, and unfortunately, Julie Wera is not a scrapper, so it's going to be a double, and that's going to score 2 more runs. A bases clearing double for Julie Wera, and the 1927 Yankees now lead this game by a score of 8-1. Once it was scoreless through 7 innings, it is now 8-1 through. It is now 8-1 here in the 9th, and Pat Collins will bat off of the men on base chart. 33. Scrapper hits single. Pat Collins is not a scrapper. That is going to be a triple, and oh my goodness, it is now 9-1 in favor of the 1927 New York Yankees, as the 1961 Phillies fans, they may have started packing their stuff up and heading towards the turnstiles and out of the ballpark. But let's see now if Don Parisi can get past this 9th inning against Earl Combs. 16. Good eye rolls again. And Earl Combs does have a good eye. That is going to prompt a reroll here in this inning for Earl Combs. 56. Patient draws the walk. Earl Combs is not a patient batter, so it'll be a contact result of 5, which will be a champion check. And the decider die says that he is a champion, so it's going to be an RBI. And the 1927 Yankees now lead 10-1 here in Game 3, and it will be a hit, and we will give it as a 5, which will be a sacrifice fly for Earl Combs and an RBI. So with that being said, we will head to the pen as the 1927 Yankees make a pitching change, and we will take a quick timeout. Joe Girard will be the new pitcher for the 1927 Yankees as we now head to the bottom half of the ninth, and Johnny Callison will be the last chance hope for the 1961 Phillies to have this game, having a chance to keep this game going. 3-4-4. Is Girard a workman pitcher? No, he is not. Is Callison a sad sack batter? He is not. That's going to be a men on base result, -1 for the black die. If control, Joe Girard has control, so that black die will be reduced to a black die 3. So from a black die 4 to a black die 3, and they will keep putting the runner on at third because they need the runs. And it will be a 3 and a 3, which will be a double and an error by the center fielder. And that's going to bring up the next batter in Tony Gonzalez to see if he can get through the pitching of the 1927 Yankees down by 9. Reading the black and blue dice is such of a 56. Patient batter draws the walk. Unfortunately for Tony Gonzalez, he is not a patient batter, and that's going to be a contact result of a red die 6, and it will be a ground out to end things here at Shibe Park. And the 1927 Yankees will take game 3 of this series by a score of 10-1 here at Shibe Park for this game number 3 of Series 16 of the 1927 Yankees Gauntlet Challenge. So once again, your final score here from Game 3 at Shibe Park. The 1927 Yankees pushed the 1961 Phillies to the cusp of losing a series by a final score of 10-1.